Once upon a time, in the heart of a lush, magical forest, there was a quaint village called Elderglen. The villagers lived in harmony with nature and were blessed with a serene life, thanks to a mysterious artifact known as the enchanted mirror. This ancient mirror, kept in the village's grand hall, was said to reflect not just one's image but also their true intentions and the path they were meant to follow. One day, as the village prepared for the annual Festival of Lights, a dark shadow began to loom over Elderglen. The enchanted mirror, which had always glowed with a soft, golden light, dimmed and went dark. Without the mirror's guidance, the village's crops began to wither, and the once vibrant forest grew quiet and still. The villagers were troubled, for they knew that the mirror's light was vital to their prosperity. Among the villagers was a brave young girl named Lyra. Lyra was known for her curiosity and courage. Determined to save her village, she decided to find out what had happened to the enchanted mirror. She approached the village elder, an old woman named Serafina, who had guarded the mirror for many years. "Serafina, what can we do to restore the mirror's light?" Lyra asked earnestly. Serafina's eyes, though weary, sparkled with hope. The enchanted mirror is linked to a magical artifact called the Moonstone. It is said that the Moonstone was stolen by a mischievous sorcerer who resides in the Shadow Caves. You must retrieve the Moonstone and return it to restore the mirror's light. Lyra nodded, ready for the challenge. She set off towards the Shadow Caves, which were located at the far end of the forest. Armed with a lantern, a map of the forest, and a small pouch of enchanted herbs for protection, Lyra ventured into the unknown. As she approached the Shadow Caves, she noticed that the entrance was guarded by a fierce, shadowy creature known as the Shade Beast. The Shade Beast growled, its eyes glowing like embers. "To enter the caves, you must pass my test," it rumbled. "Solve my riddle, or you shall not proceed." Lyra took a deep breath and listened carefully. The Shade Beast continued, "I can fly without wings. I can cry without eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows me. What am I?" Lyra pondered the riddle for a moment before replying, "A cloud." The Shade Beast's eyes softened, and it stepped aside, allowing Lyra to enter the caves. Inside, the Shadow Caves were a labyrinth of twisting tunnels and eerie echoes. Lyra followed the map, using her lantern to light the way. After some time, she found herself at the center of the cave, where a dark, glittering chest lay upon a stone pedestal. The Moonstone was nestled inside, glowing with a soft, silver light. However, the chest was protected by a magical barrier that could only be dispelled by a pure-hearted person. Lyra approached the chest and placed her hand on it. The barrier shimmered and then vanished. Lyra carefully took the Moonstone, feeling its cool, soothing energy. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows, a mischievous sorcerer with a cloak as dark as night. "So, you have found my Moonstone," he sneered. "But it is not so easy to leave the caves with it." Lyra stood her ground. "I am taking this Moonstone back to restore the enchanted mirror and save my village." The sorcerer's expression softened. "Many have tried to retrieve the Moonstone, but none have shown such determination and bravery. Perhaps, there is more to you than meets the eye." He waved his hand, and the shadows around them began to lift. "You may leave with the Moonstone. Just remember, it is the light of courage and heart that truly guides us." Lyra thanked the sorcerer and made her way back to Elderglen. As she approached the village, she was greeted by anxious villagers. With a triumphant smile, Lyra placed the Moonstone back into its rightful place in the enchanted mirror. The mirror's golden light burst forth, illuminating the village and the surrounding forest. The crops revived, the flowers bloomed, and the forest came alive with vibrant sounds. The villagers cheered and celebrated, grateful to Lyra for her bravery. That evening, during the Festival of Lights, the village honored Lyra with a special celebration. The enchanted mirror's light shone brighter than ever, and the village flourished once more. Lyra's story became a cherished tale in Elderglen, reminding everyone that courage, determination, and a pure heart could overcome even the darkest of challenges. And so, Elderglen continued to thrive, forever guided by the light of the enchanted mirror and the bravery of one extraordinary girl.